Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jasher Inspiration. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we're going to talk about my second trimester and how that went for me and how I utilized my happy planner during my pregnancy. So let's get into it. Okay. So I want to start out. I also, if you see me look down, I have points written down to keep me on track so the video isn't super long. Okay, so during my first trimester, I had a lot of, I think it was called hyperemesis. I think it was called hyperemesis, right? Which is like extreme nausea. I couldn't keep anything down. I was down to like ice chips and Ritz crackers, okay? So second trimester came along. It subsides a little bit, but I still have like some food adversities. Things still trigger me to regurgitate, so I have to still be cautious about what I'm eating, right? So for example, eggs, I can't do eggs unless they're boiled, or I will immediately regurgitate. It's not a good time, right? I have to be cautious about like certain greens. If I eat too many greens, as far as like spinach or kale or something like that, I'll get nauseous. I really don't know all the things that make me nauseous until I eat them, and then I know, right? But some things that helped me control my nausea in the second trimester was basically eating a few Ritz crackers before I even got out of bed in the morning, right? So for some reason, when your stomach is empty and you're pregnant, you become super nauseated and it's very annoying, and it just sucks to have to deal with that first thing in the morning. So if you pop a couple Ritz crackers in your mouth and just kind of suck on those and eat those before you even get out of bed, that helps a lot with easing your stomach, so you can have a little bit of time to make breakfast and eat that before you get the whole nausea experience. Okay, so that is something that helped me. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I started like binge eating, to be honest, in my second trimester, because the first trimester was so full of a lack of eating. I really went hard in the beginning of my second trimester because I was obsessed with food. I had not been able to eat for like 8 weeks, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not throwing up like every day. I can eat again. So I was literally eating like everything. And then my sugar spiked, so I was like, oh, okay, I have to get it together, right? So I cut out breads, I cut out like unnecessary candies and sugars and pops and all that type of stuff. Started walking every day, started like sitting in the sun with my sunscreen, okay? Shout out to Black Girl Sunscreen. Her sunscreen is amazing. Go check it out. Vitamin D helps your iron, and it helps blood sugar, and it just has strange things you would never know unless you looked it up. But the sun helps, so sit in the sun. That helped. But like I was saying, I just had to like reel it in because it was becoming too much, right? So monitor my meals when I go grocery shopping. Me and my boyfriend will line up all the dinners that we're gonna make for the week, some snacks that we want, like some things that we want for breakfast, and then we'll go grocery shopping. I'm not one that just goes to the grocery store and starts picking stuff off the shelves randomly, then come home and think about the meals that we want to make. That causes me stress. I have to plan out all my meals, plan out the snacks, plan out the breakfast, and then we'll go grocery shopping so we know the budget, we know what we're buying, we know what we want to spend, and that's how we go about that. As far as like when I felt my first kicks in the second trimester, it was like 20 to 24 weeks. That was super cool. I really liked that experience. Let's see, I became super uncomfortable on hard surfaces. Like they really want you to sleep on your left side during your starting your like second trimester. They want you to sleep on your left side because that's when you have like optimal blood circulation in your body. So my left side would get like super sore because I was just like more tender, like my body was just more tender. So we ended up having to get like a memory foam topper for the mattress, and that really helped. I also got a body pillow, like the U go around, the body pillow that goes around your whole body. I got that pillow, that helped a lot. So in between those two, as far as like the memory foam, and the body pillow. That helped a lot with me being comfortable, just like relaxing, sitting up, laying down, things like that. That really helped. So I would definitely suggest, if you're uncomfortable in your bed, get a body pillow or get a memory foam topper, and that'll definitely make your nights a little bit easier to sleep. Keep your skincare simple. I didn't change my skincare until the third trimester, and that's hectic. I'm still dealing with that. As you can see, I have breakouts. Like, you can't see because it's like not good sun on this side, but I have breakouts like all on this side of my face, down like to my décolleté, like all right here, because I changed my skincare. So it's really good. Like, if you have a good skin routine right now, I would advise you just to not change it up. I also have sensitive skin and it is reactive. So I took a chance when I ran out of my skincare and I was like, oh, I'll try something new. Yeah, no, stick to what you know while you're pregnant, because everything is weird. You have a lot of hormones. Your skin is doing a lot. Your hair is doing a lot. Just keep it simple, because the last thing you need is a full-blown breakout while being pregnant and your hormones are crazy. You're not gonna be feeling it. You're probably gonna end up crying. Anyway, second trimester, I also did like a bunch of virtual classes. A bunch of virtual classes. Like, I was in mom groups, mom support groups. I was in pregnancy position groups. I did pain management groups, lactation classes, and lactation conferences. I what else? I was in video calls with nutritionists. I was in video calls with OBGYNs, herbalists, midwives. Like, honestly, I was researching my ass off, trying to find every virtual experience I could, because I didn't want to feel slighted by the pandemic altering my pregnancy experience. So honestly, I was on the computer every day researching every free resource, every cheap resource that I could find because of the pandemic, because I was like, okay, no, I'm not about to be in a house depressed, sad, because I can't see my family, I can't see my friends, I can't go to any classes, I can't do a hospital tour. Like, it was just a bunch of stuff that I was determined not to let affect me, because just know it's enough stuff going on in the world, and I did not need that to be another thing on the list. Like, sometimes, you think about it, but if you are actively trying to find stuff that makes you feel better, that makes you feel less alone, then you honestly don't have time to be sad about the pandemic, unless you make time for that, unless you like let yourself slide into that, like, oh, like, it just kind of sucks, blah blah blah. Like, if you just stay busy, stay on the call, stay having an event coming up, stay having an appointment with like a midwife or a doula or a nutritionist or a support group, you'll be okay, I promise. And I also am like super grateful that through this time, like, me and my boyfriend has spent so much time together because of this pandemic. Like, I am not at all happy about the pandemic and all the lives that have been lost due to the pandemic, but it is a hidden blessing to everything, and we have gotten to spend more time during this pandemic together while I'm pregnant than we ever have in our whole relationship, and that is a blessing, because I don't like being alone during pregnancy, and he has been here every day, super helpful, super supportive, like making me food, helping me with laundry, like talking, walking with me. Like, he's been amazing, and I'm so happy that he's been here and he didn't have to work during this pandemic. Like, still right now, like, he didn't have to work. Like, we haven't been working for so long because of this pandemic, and I'm just happy that he has had to have this experience with me. Like, he's been there, excuse me, to see my belly grow, and he was able to go to the first two prenatal appointments with me. But after the first two appointments, then the pandemic happened, and he hasn't been able to go to any more ultrasounds with me. But bypass that. I always bring back pictures, and I always record, even though I'm not supposed to. I do record so he can see like live action of what's going on in there. Okay, so just some tips, like, try not to eat or drink a lot of anything 3 hours before you go to bed, because you end up having to wake up a bunch of times in the middle of the night. That happened to me a lot in my second trimester. I was like late eating or like just drinking a bunch of water like right before I went to bed, and that kind of sucks because you end up having to pee so bad all throughout the night, and getting up is just like such a hassle. So try not to eat or drink anything 3 hours before bed. I think that's it. We're gonna wrap that up. Okay, so yeah, but I hope that this video was informative and that you gained a lot from it and that you learned a lot, and you know, it was just fun to watch. So thank you for tuning in. Like the video if you felt like the content helped you. Subscribe to obviously stay up to date with the content that I'm putting out, and learn new mommy stuff and pregnancy stuff and skin stuff and all that jazz. And yes, this is Shash Your Inspiration. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.